Welcome back. I'm Marc.
Hi, I'm Aryeh.
And you're back with another Coinversation, ICO Spotlight.
Yeah.
And this week we're going to be looking at Beyond the Void. Beyond the Void is another game that's having an ICO. We've seen a lot of these recently. This seems to be, where the biggest explosion in ICOs is happening. And they launched the 1st of November, the crowdfunding.
Yep.
And the goal was £110,000. And I think within 48 hours they've reached $300,000, and they're going. They're still going. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the game isn't ready yet, and they're actually using the coins to fund the development.
Right. They want the game to be entirely free. That's the objective. So they're meaning, other than the crowdfunding, which is helping getting everything going and everything. But they're planning on using the coins to help fund the system, and not so no one has to pay external money in order to really play. That's the objective, basically.
Nice. And their coins, they're Nexium, right? That's what
I think it's Nexius, actually. I've seen it two different places, two different things. I see Nexium, and then I checked it, and I could only find Nexius after that.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry.
I think
I found Nexius, and then I think it's Nexium.
I think their site said Nexiums.
Yeah.
And you can buy with Ether, and there's still time to take part if you want. But the basic idea is, help these guys build the game that's free.
These games, these MOBAs they're called, which is multiplayer online
multiplayer online, yeah.
Battle arena. That's what MOBA is.
Yeah.
Right. So they're apparently not apparently, they are huge now. They've gone up. They're becoming like one of the biggest online played things in the world. These multiplayer things are huge now. They've gone up 25% in the amount of people playing them in a very short, and over the last year they went up 25%.
They've gone up almost as quickly as Bitcoin.
Right. Yeah. Essentially. And they're becoming just this huge area, and the idea that we're seeing yet another really great use of a blockchain and really great use of an ICO essentially, and not that it's new necessarily, but they're doing it in sort of a different way and creating this entirely controlled, what they call it, I think it's called a gaming democracy. That's the term that they have, right? It's gaming. You have full control over your environment, and everything in the game you can buy and sell as you see, because you actually own it.
Yeah, and they've said that you will have full ownership rights, so right. You can sell any artifacts, and you also have the ability to destroy them, which obviously can lead to scarcity in the game. I mean, you can buy up other people's things and destroy them. You can set your own price on anything that you bought,
Yeah, apparently they're also creating scarcity already from the get-go. They're going to burn out a bunch of the Nexus, right?
Yeah, exactly. What they've said
Nexium. Sorry,
they've said
I did see it Nexius somewhere. I'm not just making that up. Okay, but it's Nexium.
Yeah, after the video you can find the link.
Yeah, I'll find it. You're going to see it's going to be up there. I'm going to post it right up there. Bam, Nexius.
But whichever have not been allocated at the end of the month of crowdfunding, they'll destroy it. And I think the game is scheduled to release in January, February next year. But let's talk for a second about the game. We've seen a lot of ICOs recently for games. Things like First Blood, eBoost, which really are esports, or we've seen a whole bunch of other games, and all the way back to Dragon's Tail, which was the original one for Bitcoin.
Yeah.
So the idea is you're in space, and you have to build an army and decimate everyone else, right?
Awesome.
So you get to choose your mothership, which has all kinds of abilities, and then you go and you colonize other planets, and each planet awards you one ship in the fleet, I think, and you can kind of specialize that ship, either to mining or research or attack or whatever it is, and then you go with your badass mothership, and you attack with your fleet, and hopefully decimate other people. Just a good friendly game, that we encourage children to play against each other.
It's a good way to learn sportsmanship and sharing.
Exactly.
That's what it's about.
Nothing good, clean family fun, On that note, we'll be sure to share some clips later of some decimating once the game's live.
Yeah. I was thinking about this, and I thought it was in an article where someone was talking about this sort of concept of getting, we get to the point where right now games will have their own currency, but we get to the point where 100 games will have the same currency. And you're selling off a battleship so you can make money to build a a fort in some Warcraft game, which I just thought was such a cool concept.
Yeah, that is cool.
Creating not just an inter-game currency that works off the blockchain premise, but we're creating an inter-game world premise of just like this money that you could just buy and sell things that just goes into your gaming wallet, which I just thought was like a cool concept.
That is really cool.
To just mix a ton of games based on this blockchain where you know the price of a fort, compared to a battleship.
Yeah.
Whatever that would be, or...
Wow. So, before we get too carried away in any part of this, again, the aim is to announce Beyond the Void.
Yeah.
If you want to support the ICO, definitely go and support it. Links are below, and we'll shout out to them on Twitter. I think we have some articles on the site about it as well, but otherwise just, come find us on Twitter. Yeah. But for me, I think one of the interesting things here is the level of crowd support, which means that firstly, you can want to build a game, and this whole crypto crowdfunding idea lets you be paid to build a game. Without having to go work for a company. It's not like going to a VC or an investor and saying, please give me money so I can write a game. People want a good game, and they're willing to pay talented guys to do it. Right. And that's one of the societal changes I think that blockchain enables.
Yeah.
And the level of support is surprising, and I mean clearly even to the Beyond the Void guys, because their target was 110. Obviously they hoped for more, but that was 110 in 30 days. I mean, they did, like 250 in 48 hours, because of pounds, not dollars. So, there's a lot of support out there. So if you want to build a game, like, now's your time. Go build a game. Quick, this week.
It's big now.
Exactly.
I think it's just another cool development, and, a lot of just watching the blockchain grow into, sort of this bigger and bigger thing that encompasses more and more. It's just such an awesome thing to watch.
It's alive!
Exactly. We're just sort of watching it grow and build and build and build, and it's really cool. And the gaming using it like this, and the amount of support, like you said, that it's getting from the community, getting from other people. Just people like maybe not involved at all in cryptocurrency or blockchain or anything like that, but they just love gaming, and they're just like, oh, this is a new cool type of gaming that we can now do, where we have much more control and could decimate much better, which is the dream. That's really the dream.
That is the dream.
It's kind of why I wake up in the morning,
Chasing
who can I decimate now, and how can I decimate them?
Chasing the decimating dream, right?
That's
so
what it's all about.
Check out Beyond the Void. You can still take part in the crowdfunding, and follow us for more ICO spotlights on our channel.